Barcelona won again, this time against Espanyol, and it's already getting boring. Just kidding. CULES, congratulations on the victory. Hansi Flick is a genius. Dani Olmo, thank you for the brace. Big applause to Casado for the assist and to Raphinha for another goal. 3-1, this is already the 11th victory in 12 rounds in the league. And the gap from Real Madrid keeps growing, now reaching 9 points. How wonderful this is! Today we won't be analyzing the game as everything unfolded quite routinely. The main takeaway is this. The crucial decision was to start Dani Olmo. The Spaniard found space between the lines brilliantly and was a nightmare for our less friendly Barcelona neighbors. It's much more intriguing to talk about the true cheat code that Hansi Flick has already created, which might just be the key to a historic season. No one in Barcelona is hiding the ultimate goal. We're going for the treble, we'll try to win everything possible, said Lamine Yamal, and we believe him. The German supercoach's weapon this season is refined and unique. No one else has thought of it, giving Barcelona a significant advantage, and it's worth discussing, CULES. When Flick joined Barca, there was an atmosphere of uncertainty, but from day one, he knew what the team needed. First and foremost, to restore their self-belief. This is the first important point. We suffered a lot towards the end of last season. It was tough. Hansi Flick came in and reminded us how much we needed to believe in ourselves, both individually and as a team. Shared in Yaki Peña after a Clásico. Talking about Flick, many players mentioned his ability to communicate well individually with the footballers and collectively with the team. You can see it in the results. The trust between players and coach is essential, which brings us to key point number 2. This foundation of self-belief, trust in the team, and mutual confidence led to key point number 3. Not just self-belief, but confidence in one's physical abilities. Without an elite fitness preparation, it's hard to expect a successful season, which is why the preseason under Flick was the toughest since Luis Enrique's era, as reported by Catalan media. The credit goes to the Sacred Four coaches who made this Barca miracle happen: Tous, Maldonado, Conde, and Fernandes. Now we're ready to talk about Flick's innovative approach that's already reshaped the season. Neither Pep Guardiola nor Carlo Ancelotti thought of it. To understand the genius of the German coach, let's go back to early July, when La Liga introduced several rule changes. We are interested in one. La Liga will implement semi-automatic offside technology starting this season, a system that performed well at the Euros. At that moment, Flick had no doubts about how his Barca would play. Watching the European Championship, he saw the system was flawless, meaning an offside trap would work perfectly. Flick started preseason training with a general plan, aiming not only to restore Barca's status as one of the strongest teams in the world, but most importantly, to shock opponents. This is a crucial part of Flick's strategy, unsettling opponents before the game even starts. Every opponent thinks about Barca's high line, claiming they have a plan, but when the game starts...
Oh shit, here we go again.
Barcelona's mastery of the offside trap is on a different level compared to the rest of Europe. Here's a stat before the Catalan derby. Look at the graph of forced offsides. Barca is somewhere in the stratosphere. There's the cheat code. That's why Flick's team could win it all this season. No one was prepared for something like this, and achieving this level of teamwork is incredibly difficult. Offsides? The defense trains a lot, the back four are just incredible. It's risky, but very well drilled, said Firmin. Flick began working on his trap from day one of preseason, and the interesting part is that during friendly matches, he kept his idea hidden. Even there, Flick saved the surprise for the start of the season, so no one could copy it. Bravo! Yes, it's a very risky style of play, but the results are impressive. First place in La Liga with a 9-point lead, victories over Bayern and Real Madrid with a combined score of 8-1. It seems Barca fans have forgiven Flick for that 2-8 match, right, CULES? Like if you agree. Let's now figure out how it works. It works so well that similar videos are going viral on TikTok, even among users who don't care much about football tactics. Tactically, we train the defensive line, but above all, it's about communication, that the four of us communicate and work well together. If one steps out, the others follow the line, says Pau Kubarsi on The Secret to the Trap. When I watch from the sidelines, I think, a ball over our heads could hurt us, but on the field, you trust the line and your teammates. If we all work together, they'll be offside. It's different if the ball comes from a center back further away versus a midfielder. We also watch for pressure on the ball. If there's pressure, it's easier to push up because it's harder to play over us. Another secret to this cheat code is Flick himself, radiating confidence. Here's what he said at halftime of El Clásico when the score was 0-0. Anyone who drops back by 1 meter, I'll substitute them. He demanded they hold the high line and stick to the game plan. Mundo Deportivo told this story. This Barca is often called the team with 5 defenders: Koundé, Cubarsí, Inigo, Balde. And who's the 5th? The 5th is the offside, the invisible defender that stops attackers. Once again, this is the edge Flick has crafted. Some saw VAR as a problem, while others as a technological advantage. So far this season, Barca has caught opponents offside 98 times. That's an average of 7 offsides per game, the best rate in Europe since the 2016-2017 season. This statistic shows that the offside trap is not a fluke. It's a planned, trained, and well-executed strategy. Comparing Barca's stats with Atletico Madrid reveals a fascinating difference. Both teams catch opponents offside 33 meters from goal, yet Atletico has 9 offsides while Barca has 68. It's obvious who uses offside as a tool, isn't it? There's another interesting point. Why is Flick so confident in his system? After all, Barca's defense was one of its weakest sides last season. Offside traps from the defense alone won't be effective without the entire team's work. Flick views the offside trap and pressing as offensive elements. Everything points toward attack. All in. This is what Barca is all about. By pushing the defense so high, Flick simultaneously narrows the space for pressing. The attackers have far less ground to cover, allowing Barca to apply intense pressure and quickly recover possession. Genius and simple, right? Barcelona's pressing forces opponents to resort to mid or long-range passes, and here Casado, Pedri, Cubarsí, and Inigo play crucial roles, as these passes often head toward the center. Notably, the entire team has become more aggressive in their pressing. Pedri, Lamine Yamal, Raphinha, Koundé, Inigo, and Casado have emerged as the biggest tackling and interception monsters. While Xavi and Guardiola were highly cautious about leaving space behind the defenders and prioritized total ball control, Flick has set a different goal: to be proactive throughout the entire game. What does that mean? It means being fully engaged in the game at 100% focus. Being active throughout the game is essential. It's crucial for the style I'm building in Barcelona, Flick said before the season. There's your answer to why proactivity is so necessary. If someone loses focus, the system could collapse. This system allows Barca to lead Europe in offside traps and in pressing on the opponent's half. The perfect balance, another cheat code from Flick. The match against Espanyol once again highlighted the power of this hidden weapon. Our opponents were offside 6 times, with 2 of their goals correctly disallowed. And most importantly, Flick has sparked discussion about rethinking offside rules. Barca's tactic is driving everyone crazy. Goal road. The offside rule needs to be changed. An attacker should only be considered offside if the entire body is behind the defender. This cheat code breaks almost every opponent this season, adding a psychological edge. And the offside trap has turned Mbappe and Real Madrid's new project, dubbed Galacticos 3.0, into a meme. Usually when VAR reviews our opponent's goals, we already know it's offside, Pau Cubarsí said after the Espanyol game. Barca is confident, and it shows on the field. Flick has imagined and embedded this in the team 100%. Before this season, no team relied on the offside rule to maximize its attacking potential, and it's a genius move by our new coach. Flick's offside trap is insane. Barca fans are thrilled, while the football world scratches its head, wondering what to do. Bravo, Hansi! Thank you for bringing back the excitement of football into our hearts. CULES, did you enjoy this video? If you do, please like and subscribe. Join us, there's so much to see in our channel. Check out our video on Lamine Yamal's tough journey. He had no chance of becoming a footballer, yet thanks to a few pivotal moments, he has become one of the world's best players. See you next one. Visca el Barça!